And welcome, my moon children. This full moon in Gemini brings a notion of an ancient truth that is undeniable, undisputable. The sun will always rise, no matter how dark the night sky. In the morning, the sun will always appear. This full moon in Gemini is teaching us how to resemble the sun and have gratitude for every season in your life. Out of the darkest shadows, beautiful things will bloom. Out of trials and tribulations, blessings and gifts will come. What you plant will eventually harvest. For every ending, there is a new beginning. This full moon in Gemini is teaching us patience and how to respect and honor the process and cycles of life. How to go with the flow and not worry, understanding that everything serves its purpose, that everything in life has a cause and effect, that nothing just happens. And above all, you will always rise. And salutations, my moon children. It's Tori, the hope dealer of guided intuition, and I'm here to break down this energy of the full moon in Gemini, also the 12/12 portal. And you guys will actually be seeing this video on December the 13th, a Friday, which is a special day. It's Friday the 13th, but also because it's my birthday. Yeah, Sagittarius gang. So I really wanted to do this video on Friday the 13th, okay? Because as you guys can see from that channeled message that I gave in the beginning, as I was in meditation, that is what the divine gave me. And also there's something that I'm going to get into where the divine woke me up out of my sleep, okay, to give me this message. I was like, wow, that's deep. But I didn't particularly shoot this video on exactly the 12/12 or the full moon in Gemini because I wanted to shoot it on December the 13th, Friday the 13th, because we know, like in horror movies and everything, you know how Friday the 13th is portrayed. It's like, oh my God, that's the day of no. But also, with this 12/12 portal, that is a divine door opening, This is where miracles and just so many cycles have closed out. I just feel like that energy is so light. That energy is just so beautiful and all of that good stuff. And then we have another equal beautiful energy, which is Friday the 13th. But I wanted to do it on the 13th because with that energy, it's still a beautiful day. We're still in this full moon in Gemini, but the stigma that's held with that. I want to say that's dark. And then we have the 12/12 portal, which is light. And I feel like that is a balance. This full moon in Gemini is bringing us into balance, okay? Balance, baby, at its finest. Finest. It's definitely a completion. It's equal. The scales are balanced is what I'm seeing, or what spirit is showing me. Like I always tell you guys that I am not an astrologer. Though I love astrology, I am not one, but I know incredible, beautiful souls that are, and I will link their channels down below because they also did look at this full moon in Gemini from Astro Point, and that is the lovely K Moon, and also Wonder Girl. I love both of those beautiful souls, and I'm going to link them down below. Now, what I'm going to do is really pull from an energetic level, on an intuitive level, on an empath, is really invoking my feelings, tapping in and tuning into that. Before we actually get into the full moon in Gemini, there is an energy, okay, that is very potent in the midst of this full moon in Gemini, and I really want to break that energy down first. The energy that I wanted to talk about, my love, that is really surrounding us, that you may run into, that you may feel on an energetic level in your life, what Spirit gave me was finding the balance in the great in-between, understanding and accepting the process. Everything in life has a cycle. In this earthly realm, everything has a cycle, okay? With every ending, there's a new beginning. Everyone has a pair, everyone has a match. We have light, we have dark, we have right, we have left, we have divine masculine, we have divine feminine. Everything is in balance. One of the things that spirit gave me, what we're really going to be realizing within our lives, that there is a process, okay? There is a path for all of us to walk, for all of us to come into. There is a time and a space for everything. Everything has a cycle. And this full moon in Gemini is really going to help us honor that cycle. Understand there's a time and a place for everything. Nothing just happens, you know? Whatever situation that you may find yourself in, honor that phase. Don't count it out. Don't look at it from a negative perspective. But really, if you sit in this moment in your life, if you walk through whatever you're going through, whatever you're coming up against, if you really sit with it, if you really look at it, okay, there is meaning in every stage and area of your life. And with this full moon in Gemini is really going to help us honor the process. And one of those processes that, we're really going to be honoring and having to look at is, where we plant our seeds, the things that we plant. When I say that, understanding that what you plant, it will eventually grow. What you put out there is what you will be given back. And I feel like with, I think it's like a 10-year or some like 10-year karma cycle being completed. Everyone, I really feel like, is being granted, whoever's watching this video, let me just say that you're being granted with a new beginning, okay? And spirit wants you to really understand the law of the universe, how it truly works, honoring the cycle. Like there's an ancient, undisputable truth that the sun will always rise. Yes, the sun goes away. Yes, we go into darkness. Yes, there is a process where the moon comes out, but you can bet your dollar that eventually the sun will come out. And I feel like what spirit is wanting you to know, who is watching this video, that the sun is shining on you. Do you understand me? Yes, you have some, if you haven't realized, if you haven't gone through it already, there is a season of darkness, where you are figuring things out. One of the things that spirit really wants to bring forth is, now that you have a new foundation, okay, there's a new beginning in your life. Honor the process of life, because what you plant is what will sprout up. And not just planting your seeds, but also what are you planting? Okay, because whatever you plant, it has to grow. Okay, it has to grow. And I feel like where we're headed in 2020, this is like, y'all, like, man, when I say manifesting, dreams happening, miracles happening, like this is no joke. Just the amount of people that are waking up, that are even conscious, you get what I'm saying, of what is going on. Yes. Some of us are still in deep slumbers, but a lot of us on a conscious level are waking up. So guess what? That vibration is rising. You get me? Meaning it's taking up more momentum. It's getting bigger. It's pulling more energy. So things are going to start manifesting. Things are going to start happening on a greater scale. And what spirit wants you to know is that, my love, the sun is shining on you. You have a whole new soil to plant some seeds in. What are you going to plant? Okay? Are you going to plant seeds of prosperity? Are you going to plant seeds of kindness? Are you going to plant seeds of wisdom? One of the things I was talking about with some of my fellow witches, we were really realizing, and even within your life, you'll notice that you've been triggered in some form, okay? Some form you're being reminded of, you know what? I don't want this. I want that, some kind of conflict has probably shown up, or some kind of emotion or some kind of trigger within yourself. And these things are coming up so you can get clear on what it is that you want to co-create. What seeds do you want to plant in this fertile soil here? I feel like whoever is watching this video, you're being granted with an opportunity, okay, to move past some lessons, to grab it on a greater scale. Everything that happens in life, I want to say, does not just happen. Everything that has happened in your life has brought you here to this very moment. Because in some form, I can guarantee you, the person that is watching this video, you are conscious of your worth. You are conscious of your dreams. You are conscious knowing that there is more out here in life to be lived, to be filled, to experience. You are conscious that there is a greater purpose. You understand me? For you here. You are conscious that you have a destiny, okay, that you came here to fulfill. And I feel like right now, what Spirit really wants me to, let you know when I say the sun will always rise. You've went through your season of darkness. You've went through your seasons of trials and tribulations. And in this moment, in this energy surrounding this full moon, you might still feel that conflict, okay? I want to let you know, honey, you might still feel that conflict because those are past seeds that you may have planted in the past when you were unaware. Now, understanding that everything has a cycle, that everything has, that there's balance, But this is truly the energy that you're embodying right now, the Ace of Swords. And the beautiful thing is, like the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Listen, the Ace of Swords, when we see this, it's like, oh my God, yes, it's the Ace of Swords, But what I want to, this right here, what I'm realizing is in this moment, whatever is showing up in your life is showing up so you can really get control of your mind, have victory in your mind. Because when you have understanding of your mind, when you have victory of your mind, that's where everything, that's where like everything begins, Right in that mind of ours, right in that mind of ours. That mind of ours has the opportunity or the potential to make us, just into these great, amazing beings, okay? Or it has the capability of us scaling back, okay? Us really not, believing the truth that we are amazing, that there's nothing that we can't do, can't be, can't see, can't feel, can't experience, can't have, can't create. And I really feel like whatever is showing up in your life is showing up so you can really embody this energy, the Ace of Swords. Yes, it's victory, okay? But it's a victory of you really stepping into your truth. Okay, because your sword is up. Sword is, anytime I see swords, it's mental for me. Stepping into your truth, making a conscious decision, okay, that you will rise, that you will conquer whatever it is that you're looking at. For some of you, this could be in your finances. This could be in love. This could be just how you see yourself, having to have a deeper understanding. I don't want to go too much in depth with it in here, but I'm going to be doing a channeled message, and it's called Out of Your Mind and Into Your Heart. Okay? So if you're resonating at all with this, make sure your notification bell is on, because I'm going to be given that. And I'm that, Spirit asked me to relay that message, because that's y'all pep talk for 2020, honey. Because I'm trying to tell you, every single body in this soul family, in this soul tribe, you are destined to be fucking great. You are a force to be reckoned with. You came here with passion and purpose and a great destiny. Okay. And I know sometimes we feel as though those shoes may be, heavy to, feel, but I promise you, you are worthy and you lack nothing. And it's time to cut through that confusion. It's time to cut through that facade. Okay. And mingle with your truth. Grab your truth. And whatever is showing up in your life is here to show you, listen, there is more. There is greater for you. Okay? And it's all about understanding the process of life. Understanding that, listen, everything has a season. Everything has a time. And right now is the time to plant those seeds. Okay? Be intentional. Be intentional. Because whoever I'm talking to, you are aware of your worth, or you are coming into awareness of your worth and who you are. Okay? And this right here, my love, is unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be in this very moment. I know it might feel like the unknown, but all of the lessons that you have, experienced in life has prepared you for this very moment. Okay? You are like the sun. You will always rise, baby. It is never too late. Never. Okay? And I feel like there's a need, to know this, to get this, because there is so much beauty, okay, laid out for you on this unknown trail. Okay? Okay? Cut through that mental fog. Because like the sun, you will rise. And this is the message that Spirit wants you to know. Whatever you are experiencing, like the sun, you will rise. Come out of that mind, honey. Okay? Sorry, guys. Let me move this over. Because once you get control of your mind, once you cut through that mental, that stuckness that you get, once you cut through that, once you understand that everything, has a time, has a space, everything can be used for your advantage. Did I say that right? I hope I did. But you know what I mean. Okay? I want to read you the Ace of Swords really quick. It says, a rush of clarity and inspiration comes with the beginning of this journey. You may feel as though your thoughts are racing constantly. The wheels are turning and you've reached a revelation. This is just the beginning of a difficult path, though, and you'll need all your wits and reason about you to see it through. Okay? So, with that being said, love muffin, followed by the Six of Swords, it's all about making a difficult decision. There is a decision that you have to make, okay? And when I say a difficult decision, is the Nine of Swords here. We already know what the Nine of Swords mean. Look at all these swords here, okay? It's all mental, honey. But I feel like these difficult decisions, whatever conflict you may be facing, these difficult decisions to come out of the box, to express yourself, to go after that dream career, to start that business, to open up, to share your story, to open up to love, to walk away from that relationship, to walk away from toxic families and situations and establishments, it don't matter. Whatever that difficult situation of, that is your ticket to freedom. But what I want to let you know, okay, Now, going back to why I recorded this on Friday the 13th, we all know the stigma. I love the day, honestly. But we all know the stigma that comes with that. This decision that you have to make, this tremendous decisions that you have to make in this full moon in Gemini. Yes, it's so much beauty. Okay, when you make this tough ass decision that is to follow, like Spirit said, you will rise like the sun. Okay? But what I honestly want to do is I want to prepare you right now in this moment to make these decisions, because what's best for you and other people's eyes may not be best for them. What's good for you in other people's eyes is not good for them. I want to say these decisions that you are making are the seeds that you are planting, okay, honey, that will be harvesting. All right? So I know that whatever you're looking at, it might be a little nerve-wracking, okay? Whatever may be triggering you, and you're having to look at, you're having to face. I was dealing with this beautiful soul, okay? And, I asked her, I was like, can I share your story? I won't drop your name or anything, but do you mind, me sharing your story? And she was like, no. She was like, no, like, I don't mind. In this full moon in Gemini, you are definitely taking a deeper look within yourself, okay? And I feel like whatever you're looking at is helping you get clear. It's helping you bring clarity. But this clarity, it might be a little hard to swallow. It might be a little hard to look at. But I promise you, when you find that courage, when you make that difficult decision to look at it, okay, and examine the seeds that you've been planting in the ground, or even examining, even if because sometimes we have the seeds, we've been planting beautiful seeds, but you just really knowing, coming out of your mind and knowing that you are worthy for these places, and where you're going, okay? I talked about that in my Sagittarius. I use myself as an example, okay? I was talking with the beautiful K Moon, and, we were just talking about it, and I was telling her about my meeting and just all of these beautiful, these things. And she was like, you have to understand, for that to even find you, that's letting you know that you're on that frequency. So these opportunities that are finding you, you're on so much wants to find you. But the thing is, when we keep ourselves low, when we stay in our minds, when we stay in our comfort zone, in places that we have outgrown, we're subjecting ourselves to that frequency. So you can be $1 million bitch, okay? Because you a bad mama jamma. Yes, you, male or female. You get what I'm saying? But if you could be at level 10. But if you're scared to allow yourself to float there, stay at 1, you're not going to get what's on level 10. You're going to get what's on level 1. That is an undisputed truth. That is the law of the universe, baby. I don't care what you believe. And I feel like this is what Spirit really wants you to grab, because listen, you are a force, honey. And I'm telling you this, I don't like to be that, that preachy or that, oh my God, but man, whoever is watching this video, you are fucking amazing. Every single one of my love muffins that I have had a conversation with, I'm talking talented, creative, beautiful, gorgeous, talented, handsome, like damn zaddy, I didn't there's all of you guys are phenomenal. I have yet to meet one that I have had an intimate conversation with that wasn't the business. But at times we get stuck in our mind. We get stuck in our heads. So trust me when I say, if you are watching this video, you are destined for greatness, baby. Honey, you are. There are some decisions. Take the time in this energy surrounding this full moon in Gemini to release. For my birthday, my best friend took me to the beach. My sisters and my best friend took me to the beach because that's my thing. I wanted to go and look at the moon. I wanted to have a conversation with the ocean. Take this time to release. Write down what no longer is serving you. Whether it's fear, doubt, confusion, relationships, a name, a situation, even a part, it don't matter. Come into alignment with everything. That's what I want to say about the client. Listen, she was so in denial about some things in her life, but it wasn't until she acknowledged it, until she came at one with it, that we could really get down and work through those issues. Okay? And maybe there are some truths that you're not wanting to look at with the Six of Swords because, these swords are down. So that means the truth is not revealed. Okay, with these Nine of Swords, it's getting better. They're long ways, but they're not up. And so I feel like take this energy, take this full moon in Gemini to look at some things. Okay, because whatever you're looking at, my love, is bringing you into balance with yourself. And when we are in balance, when the scales are balanced, do you understand me? We are in alignment because that is the law. Like I said, the sun will rise, it will go down. You have right, left, you have a new beginning, an ending, That's balance. That's an alignment. So when we're in balance, okay, these difficult decisions are helping you bring you in balance with your masculine energy and your feminine energy. I pray I said that right, okay? And when you're in balance, that's unity. That's what it is. You're in alignment. So go ahead and look at these difficult decisions. Look at them, make them, move past. Guess what? Because when you're in alignment, the sun really will shine because all your shit, you're getting all your stuff. It has to come to you, We always hear that if you're in the law of attraction, on the twin flame journey, gotta get in alignment. Union with self. Man, right now is the perfect time you can get in union with yourself. Come into divine. Okay, healing. Coming into an alignment with your masculine and feminine energy, honey, which puts you in alignment. That's the big gist of things. This is why everyone is so hyped for 2020. This is why everyone is, Spirit is giving people downloads and we got to process this shit because, man, this is the age of miracles. Come on, the last moon. Take this time, release what needs to be released on this full moon. Come on. You don't have to live another year. You don't have to live several years in the Nine of Swords. You don't have to be in that inner turmoil. Okay? In this moment is the opportunity. If that's you loving yourself, love yourself, boo. Is only one you out here in the world. Bless us with your presence. If that's you following your dreams, follow your dreams. If that's you, coming out of your comfort zone, moving away from toxic things, opening up, just expressing yourself more. Or just even knowing that right where you are in this very moment, you're doing enough. You're in alignment. Just keep it up. Right now is the time. Okay? Okay. And then we have the sun. The sun and the Eight of Pentacles. Look at that. And maybe this has been your story. Okay? And you're really reflecting on that, what you had to come out of. Okay? But I feel like this is you. I love this card with the sun here, the sunflowers, the inner child. You see that little, the little, little gap between the two, just so happy. The sun on a pony, the root chakra, that foundation is solid. It's secure, it's safety. Making the decision to come out of your mind and into your heart. Okay? Following your heart. And I say out of your mind and into your heart. I don't want to get too much in it. But what is your heart yearning for? All of the answers are in your heart. Like, if you really lived in your heart, man, you would be out here like, what the hell? Like, just really out here loving, enjoying life. Like, really just a vessel of unconditional love. And I feel like this is where we're headed. We're coming out of our mind and into our heart. A child doesn't get stuck in their mind. A child loves from their heart, That's why a child is so trusting. No matter what, how many times you disappoint them, they just refuse to believe. They just know that next time you're legit, you're honest, you're open, Right here, fulfillment. I feel like when you make these decisions, these mental decisions, right here we see the sword, your thoughts, okay? And the intellectual realm inside of you. It's going to help you ground happiness in the 3D with this 8 of Pentacles when I see that. Okay? Anytime I see, Pentacles, that's dealing with your finances in the physical reality. So the decisions that you have to make, to take the leap of faith, okay, to believe in the divine, to believe in the universal law, okay, to understand the process, the journey, realizing that everything that you went through serves its purpose. Okay? It's going to help you ground your heart's desires in the physical. So use this time to go within, to reflect, to work, on yourself, to spend time with yourself, to jot down, to plan, to get organized. Okay? Come into balance, whatever needs balance, and I feel like what Spirit's telling me, it's organizing, getting clarity, writing things down, writing a vision, making it plain so you can see it, because once you can see it, you can say it, you can feel it, it becomes a part of you. Okay? So what I want to see right now is what energy is coming in with this full moon in Gemini, okay? And the card that when I was shuffling it asked that question from this beautiful deck, Living with a Feather Heart, okay? I'm probably going to link this deck because I know somebody's going to ask me. But the overall energy of this full moon in Gemini is I praise the goddess and the god. Okay. And to me, that's divine masculine and divine feminine. So really coming into, union and a deeper understanding that both serves the purpose. You need that emotional, you need that strength. You understand me? One is not better than the other. And I'm also seeing dark and light and shadow, understanding that, one is not better than the other. One of the things that I came into realize, we all on a spiritual level, we all identify with different things. One of the terms that I identify with is a witch. I am a witch, a woman in complete control of herself. Okay. And owning her powers. But for a while, I like to call myself Glenda the Good Witch. Okay. And I had a realization with myself, because y'all know when I'm unconditional love, and a part of unconditional love is understanding, even the shadow aspect Um, and I had a time where I had to really go in the shadows. And when I say shadows, that's that deep motherfucking healing. Okay, I know I'm cussing like a sailor, guys, today, but that's that deep healing, honey. That's those dark night of the souls. That's those WTFs. That's those we really got to look at that. Look at yourself going in the trenches to heal so you can shine, so you can be vibrant in the light, understanding that everything serves its purpose. And one of the things that I came into complete balance with, complete understanding, is that I'm no more shaming the dark. I'm no more shaming you know any of that. I'm no longer judging that, because I understand that it's a greater. If it's here for a purpose. It's here for a reason. Whether you identify with that purpose or your reason, that ain't what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is having that mutual understanding, that mutual respect, because that is what unconditional love is. It's easy to vibe with a person or a situation or place. I don't know where we're going, but whatever we're going here. It's easy to vibe with things that are just like you. Okay, it's easy to love somebody that thinks like you, that feels like you, that is on the same path. But get an ignorant person, or just a one that's like a poopy patty, and still having to find it within your heart to love them and understand that this is their path. And that, man, that's true unity. The beautiful K Moon is doing 12 days of Christ conscious meditations on her channel. I made it the 2 nights. I made it my birthday night and the night before. She started on the 12/12 portal. And it's a live meditation. Guys, definitely check it out. And I love how she, because everyone has this stigma, with Christ conscious, and we can do this. But one of the things that, I talk about, guys, I love Jesus, Yahshua, whatever name you want to define it. It's an energy. That energy matches me. I know in a past life I walked with him. I believe in his teachings of unconditional love. He traveled the world to India, meditated with Buddha. You get what I'm saying? Got a twin flame, had his little thing, had kids and all that. Listen, that is very potent in my energy. And it really matches up with me. So, when she did this, but it's not just for twin flames. It's not just for people that's Christ conscious. It's just anybody that wants to flow on the energy of love. Because at the core of us, that's all inside of us. It's inside of everyone. Love is inside of every single person. It is undisputable. Whether you're love of something, you still got love in you. It don't matter. That energy is present in everybody. And she's doing these meditations, and they are phenomenal. And the first one that she did, and when she walked it through your chakras and the heart, and released whatever, and brought the healing back in, all of the things that she did, it was completely amazing. Okay. And that was my thing, bringing beautiful souls together, just because, we don't believe or think the same way, but just having a mutual understanding or respect for each other. Even coming into terms to that, man, that's God. That's unity. That's the divine. Do you understand me? That's the frequency of unconditional love. And one of the things that Spirit told me, I have to love the dark. No, because I vibe with unconditional love. And when I love the dark, I realized that I came into agreement with myself, because everyone has parts of them that we would like to hide and shove under the corner, like, and tell them, and like show that, we don't want to show nobody that. We've all have thought a thought or two, like, no, did I just really think that? We've all had these things, but I'm learning the more that you don't judge, the more that you look at yourself, the more that you come into loving your shadow, okay? Loving all parts of you, because it is a part of you. It's undisputable. It's in the makeup of ourselves. And this is how we come into, I feel like, that yin and yang, that inner that balance, baby. That's what it's all about, okay? And I praise the goddess and the God within me, within you, within yourself. This book is very detailed. This book really gives it She gives it so much, like, I was like, wow. But it talks about the word nectar, this card, guys. It says the word nectar describes the gods and goddess of Egyptians. The word itself loosely transcends to force of nature. Ancient Egyptians believed that, like the avatars of the Hindu belief system, these forces were the living embodiments of infinite universal lessons hidden and found within nature. Okay? So I'm going to skip down some. It talks about unity with nature, the all, being the highest level of understanding you could achieve. True balance is found through the reconciliation that there is a lesson within every reflection of the life experience. Every reflection, light and dark, life and death, masculine and feminine, the right and left hemispheres of the brain, fear and love. Every perceived pair of opposites makes up two halves of the same whole, okay? And reconciling the space between the perceived of duality allows for a balanced scale and faith in the wisdom of the all. So that is deep. And this is what this full moon in Gemini is truly helping us balance the duality. I always mess the word duality. You know what I mean? The dark and light in you. Really helping us balance that out. I want to share a story because, we have grew so much, since I first, told my story about like why I really didn't want to open my mouth. And I always knew that I had this inner wisdom and that the divine wanted me to share with the world. But, I, didn't like the way that I mess up on words sometimes. My dyslexia kicks in. You get what I'm saying? I can see it a whole another way. And I used to get so fearful and just, afraid what people might say, and it just might not be perceived, and I'll be judged. And to believe that at one point in time in my life, I had let that stop me from opening my mouth, from speaking the inner wisdom and my knowledge that I have inside of me and sharing myself with so many beautiful souls. If I would have let that thought, going back here, if I would have let that thought stop me, look at all the success I would have missed out on. All of the beautiful souls that email me. I remember, a beautiful soul told me, and I'm saying this story because I want you to know you have a destiny and you have a place to get and a place to be. And I want you to come into balance with yourself, come into balance in that understanding. I remember this beautiful soul wrote me and she was like, Tori, I was done with life. I was done with life and I was about to commit suicide. And something told me to get on YouTube real quick and watch one last video of my favorite show before she, planned to do that. And in the midst of her looking for the show on YouTube, there was a reading that popped, my reading popped up and it said some sign, it said something and I was like, yes, you. And she said something told her to click on it. And she heard my reading and she heard a message and she just remembered breaking down, crying and connecting with that reading and understanding that reading. And she had to thank me and she didn't want to sound crazy just because of who she is in her life. But she had to let me know that what I'm doing mattered and it helped save her life because she was gone and she wanted to watch one last show and Spirit, put that video there and it found her. And to think that I get numerous stories like that and beautiful souls like you guys and connecting with all of you guys. And to think that I was going to because I mess up words here and there, stop me. Because I really was. And look at all the sun, the fulfillment. I wake up every day and do something that I love. I get to help beautiful souls connect with who they are on a core level, tap into their intuition, honey. You know, letting them know that they are their own healers, that you are your own manifestor. There's nothing that you can't do, can't be, can't create. Okay? So I know these decisions that you have to make are difficult. Okay? I know that they're difficult, but what I want you to know is that you can do it, okay? And you can make these decisions. So I want to see what else the Spirit want you to know about this full moon in Gemini, Spirit. Can you please give us 2 cards? What else would you like the beautiful soul to know about this full moon in Gemini? What else would you like them to know about this full moon in Gemini? Okay. I invoke laughter. To me, this is like the Fool card. Okay. Let's see. Let's get one more. What else would you like them to know? That was a lot, so we're going to just get one more. Hold on, guys. Let me get half the deck. Let's get one more card. Spirit, what else would you like the beautiful soul to know about the full moon in Gemini or their self, or any message that you need for them to know right now in this very moment? What else would you like them to know? Let's see. I do the best I can. Oh, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful. So going here, I want to pull a clarifier for each of these. Isn't this 7 of Wands hunting us? This 7 of Wands, honey, is hunting us, Oh, the 7 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. Fight for what is yours. Go after what it is that you want with a vengeance. Don't let nothing stop you. Okay? So let's just see. Can you please clarify? Thank you, Spirit. Can you please clarify the last one? I do the best I can. Okay. Okay. Ooh, so we have the Devil. And then we have, I invoke laughter. So it's crazy. I just feel like, what this is reading to me, what Spirit wants you to know in this full moon in Gemini, find the beauty, okay? Go for the laughter. Go for what makes you happy. Even in the midst of these crows, because I just felt like, whatever conflict that you might be experiencing, okay, that might even be coming up, Spirit wants you to find the laughter. Stay on that vibration, okay? Don't give in. Because remember, right now we're planting seeds. We're really planting seeds. Okay? I want to read I invoke the laughter. So with this, I invoke laughter card. Okay? It says, to invoke laughter is to tickle the heart, calling forth a sacred smile. In honoring this virtue, you find resources with what can be described as the medicine of the sacred clown. This type of shamanic healing and or healer reminds us that it is okay to be silly, that it is fun to be funny, and we don't need to overthink, overanalyze everything. Can help laugh us through controversy. The sacred clown shows us the extravagance of those who take life too serious, and how by opening the portal to laughter, we can find a type of comfort in a conflict of life extreme moments, okay, and personalities. So even the questions that they have, what is causing the discord? How can it be resolved? When did laughter get replaced by tension? Why is there a need to invoke sorrow instead of a smile? Who am I to be acting in such a way? Right here. So this, I want to give you an example. I was talking to this beautiful soul, right? And she was like, Tori, she has been doing a lot of healing, a lot of work within herself. And she was like in debate, like if she was going to like, go out with us and like celebrate, because she said felt like there was so much more, that she could do. And I kind of told her, I was like, you know what, like there's so much more meaningful things that she could have been doing. And I recently told her, I said that to myself, spirit, with my birthday, everybody wanted to, spend time with me and take me out. That's why I apologize, guys. I've been missing in action with the daily guidances and the soul messages. But everybody wanted to like take me out and, talk to me and just spend time with me and love on me. And I'm like, at first I was like, I got better things to do. No, what do you mean you got better things to do? That's a part of life, enjoying life. Get the shoes. I'm like, girl, listen, when you get home, whatever you got to do, gonna be there. And whether and you have to understand, I told her, me, instead of me hanging with people and, doing, the readings and my sessions, instead of taking some time to myself, you have to understand the energy that I would have been doing it in, that's planting a seed. And I told her, yeah, you're going to stay home and not go, and do whatever it is you're doing, but you're doing that in, oh my God, I should have went, or, oh my God, I don't have time. And you're just planting that in a negative energy. You get what I'm saying? Because you're doing it, but really you don't even want to do it, but you're having to do it because you feel like you have to do it out of obligations. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a whole bunch of nah. And I told her I recently went through that through myself, and Spirit was like, no, Tori, go out with your friends, spend time with your family. Your niece baked you a cake. She wants you to sit down and eat it with her. Do these things, go out, pull away. Nothing is going to fall apart. Okay. It's not, it's going to be there. When did it become okay to just replace laughter, with all this seriousness, or, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is something that you have to come into balance, balancing out, when to work and when to play. Baby, you need both, okay? You need to play and you need to work, okay? Too much of any is no good. So I really feel like making room in this full moon in Gemini to do what lights you up and to do what you love is what Spirit is saying here. Okay. And then we have, I do the best I can. And just knowing that what you are giving is more than enough. You have the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, nurturing. What you are doing is enough. Knowing that you are worthy. I do the best I can. All Spirit is asking you to do in life is just to show up as you. You don't have to be anybody else. You don't have to prepare. All you got to do is to show up as life as you. Have the confidence right here, the 9 of Pentacles. That's what I'm seeing. That's what Spirit is asking you in this full moon in Gemini. Just have the confidence to show up as you, to nurture yourself. Know that what you're putting in, the seeds that you're planting, know that you're doing your best. Okay? That's all Spirit wants. That's all the universe needs, is for you to show up as you. As long as you show up as you, you do the best. You're doing your best. Because it says, I do the best I can. When you show up as you, when you give it your all, that is literally you doing the best that you can. And that's all that's needed from you. All you need to do is to be front and center within your life and just do the best that you can. That's all. That's literally it. That's what I'm seeing. And by you doing that, your seeds will grow beautifully and bountifully. So, my loves, I hope that this full moon in Gemini, okay, I hope that this reading has brought you some clarity, some understanding, has got you excited about your life and where your life is going. I love you guys so freaking much. Truly guided intuition and all of my love muffins. You are the best birthday present, okay, I could ask for. And these new cards that I got, guys, I keep biting the inside of my cheek, Jesus. But these new cards that I got, I haven't even opened these. I just want to thank all of you guys for adoring me and showering me with my favorite thing ever, tarot cards and oracle cards. Like, you can never have enough. And you guys have really been spoiling me, really been loving me. All of your beautiful messages, like, you guys are so appreciated. I love you oodles and oodles of much, okay? And if anybody else wants to give me something for my birthday or the channel, I'm going to link my Amazon wish list down below, and honestly, even an email, whatever. I just want to let you guys know I love you. I appreciate you. You're amazing, and go be great. And I will catch you on my channel. Also, the monthly spiritual guidances are dropping on my birthday, December the 13th. Okay, so you guys will get those today. I love you, and have a beautiful.
Follow, she blazing.